The Scripps Howard Foundation is proud to honor excellence in editorial writing with the Walker Stone Award. The winner, Kathleen Kingsbury, the Boston Globe, for service not included. That $4.99 buffet is a real deal for diners and a profitable deal for the franchise owner. But it's a raw deal for the restaurant workers who make it possible by working long hours for little pay. Just ask Kathleen Kingsbury, deputy managing editor for the Boston Globe's editorial section. To illustrate the effects of income inequality on individual lives and the national economy, she conducted a year-long investigation into the restaurant industry, a sector that employs 10% of Americans, has a poverty rate 3 times higher than any other industry, and where 7 out of the 10 lowest-paying jobs in America reside. She found while more time-starved Americans are eating out, they're more concerned about how menu items came to be. Are the greens organic? Were the cows grass-fed? Than how the employees who prepared and served their food are treated. In a series of editorials, Kingsbury detailed the challenges food service workers routinely face: wages so low they qualify for food stamps, minimal job security, few organizing rights, the risk of wage theft, and even human trafficking. Her solutions-oriented work urges government officials and everyone who patronizes a restaurant with unfair labor practices to put down their forks and stop looking the other way. Boston lawmakers responded with a wage theft ordinance that prevents restaurants and businesses from renewing permits if they have stolen their workers' wages by withholding tips, failing to pay overtime, doctoring time cards, or other abuses. And the National Labor Relations Board has given restaurant employees who work for franchises the same rights as all workers. Still, the nation's 13 million restaurant workers are far from achieving income equality, which is why Kingsbury suggests diners everywhere tip in cash, patronize responsible restaurants, and push for higher wages and workers' rights.
This was an underreported story, that the writer did wonderful investigative work. It was empathetic.
And she didn't just outline what the legislature could do to have an impact on this. She had practical steps that every citizen could take to better the lives of restaurant workers.
And the writing was beautiful, and the reporting was impressive. So we were just blown away by this particular entry.
Presenting the Walker Stone Award and $10,000 to Kathleen Kingsbury of the Boston Globe is Mike Phillips, chairman of the Scripps Howard Foundation.
Thank you so much to the Scripps Howard Foundation and Mike. As an editorial writer, part of the attraction is that you work is often unsigned, so excuse me if I'm slightly overwhelmed by the attention. I want to talk a little bit tonight, very briefly, about a worker named Hope Shaw. Hope works for a Dunkin' Donuts franchise in Boston. She wakes up every single morning at 4:30 in the morning and gets to her shift where she works 50 hours a week. For that work, she receives no benefits. She receives $9 an hour to essentially support both herself and her 3 children in a city where affordable housing is non-existent. And yet she does it every day, and she does it with pride, and she is not making ends meet. In fact, she often struggles to put food on the table. She struggles to pay her electricity bill, and she often wonders how she's going to make sure her children get to go to summer camp or play soccer. These are American workers in the restaurant industry. They are making their careers in this industry that is not providing them with the things that they need to support their families. And this is one area of income inequality where legislatures, but also consumers, can help. So please, when you go to your favorite restaurant, ask some questions, demand some answers, and tip generously. Thank you.